Okay guys, let's find ourselves a spot to chat. I'm going to be here. Not too far apart from each other.
How did I get here?
I don't know how you got there.
Because I'm finding hard to come back.
And to tell you the truth, I'm not sure how you're going to get back. I think you're stuffed. There's a big hole down there.
Not really.
Oh, this side there is.
Yeah, that side. Even here,
Yeah.
it's like a cave.
Okay, so we got let's call it 90 degrees this way, and we got 90 degrees this way, which should be good. I reckon, Solomon, if you're there somewhere, I reckon, anywhere there, anywhere that's comfortable. You want to get comfortable, I reckon, because who knows how long we're going to talk. So this time we're going to have to actually turn the microphone towards you and bring it towards me, I think, because that wind is going to be too much for the microphones in that. So, yesterday when we were talking about resilience. We were talking about the things that potentially give you resilience and what it is that might make some people resilient through adversities that might actually destroy other people. And I think today, like we talk about the adversities that all three of us have been through in the last year that have been challenging to us. Like the big one was you. Like you seriously, you nearly died. And we were all worried about you. Last time when I went back to Australia, you just sort of disappeared from contact for, I think it was weeks. How long was it before I contacted you?
It was something like 2 weeks.
I think it was 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure you said to me, or at least you hinted, that Solomon was dying. Yeah, and that's what we thought. Yet here you are at the top of this rock, and you just climbed up here, and it was hard work, and you made it fine. In that time, you and I both have also had some negative things happen in relation to organisations, working with organisations, and just having that. For me, I use the word frustration. Things that I thought were going to happen in a certain way didn't happen because organisations, the politics in organisations ended up both not letting those things happen, and it ended up costing me quite a bit of money. I ended up having to pay someone's wages because there was a political situation in an organisation that said they were going to pay that person. So who'd like to start? Your illness? Because I know you want to be very careful about what you say. Do you want to listen?
I think we start with him.
So, yeah.
We can know exactly, because I remember when I used to call him when he was sick.
Yeah.
You could hear the voice. His voice was like someone struggling. So I think we can start from that end.
Yep.
And that's time when you checked out on him and was like,
yep.
I've been planting trees.
Oh, yes. Because that's one of the things that brought me back. I was coming back anyhow because I made that promise in the church down here in Soroti. I was coming back. But when the first time you contacted me, and what you said to me was, sorry, brother, I haven't been planting trees. Nothing about how sick you were, and nothing about the fact that you nearly died. You were just apologising to me that you hadn't been planting trees. So, do you want to tell us what happened to you?
Definitely. All right. The challenges we face in building the nation, I have to say that because no matter what, we have to. Because if we don't do it, who else will do it? It is our own design. It's just like an artist. You have that one touch that makes your piece, your art piece, a little bit different from the rest, and that's what makes you distinct, and that is the art of resilience and creativity. So it so happens, I don't know how, And in the endeavors I've always done in regards to one tree at a time, I've been always planting and growing trees, and then we don't know the exposures we get. And so it so happened that some time back, I did plant trees, and I got some illnesses that I thought was usual malaria, and the treatment and the symptoms of malaria sometimes do resemble with other symptoms. And in this case, I'm talking about typhoid. So I got infected with typhoid, and then I took it easy. I thought I was treating malaria. And so time went on as I was treating malaria, but the symptoms were still coming back. And so I got the effects so bad, and that was in the village in Soroti. That's when I got to know that I was infected with typhoid. And so it slowed me down because still I was planting trees when I got infected with this illness. And so when I got to realize I had to really take off, and I left some trees not planted because I had to rescue the situation, given given the financial support I had while in the village. It wasn't really enough, so I had to really run back to the city, and that's where I got some kind of treatment. And so in the
did
course,
you feel you had to sacrifice the trees for yourself?
definitely I had to, but what what didn't worry me about, I mean, what didn't worry me most was that three quarters of the numbers of the trees were already planted. So the quarter, I really had to sacrifice that and go back. So in that time, I wasn't doing anything during the treatment, the course of the treatment, because it had reached a level, um, how should I say it, um, death level, something like that, um, a dying level,
So
typhoid. Yeah.
it was a risk to your life.
It
at
was,
that
Yes,
stage.
it
so
was life and death.
Life threatening.
life-threatening,
is
yeah,
the word I'm looking for.
life-threatening
Yeah.
situation. So I had to go for two-way. It was two-way in medication. So that is the injections and maybe tablets. And the tablets, it was 10 days swallowing tabs, and I'm not really good at that. So they came with side effects, and that's how it prolonged that time without me having to do anything to do with planting trees or even sharing information on how to do plant trees or what I've been doing previously. So that gap is what makes me say a statement. Sorry, brother, I've not been planting trees. So when I got some when I got some space and some chance and energy, if you remember some videos I made, I was like, I've not been planting trees for some time. But then I got these seeds and started right away because I could get out, sit on the veranda, and then sort out my seeds, pot them one by one, and then place them at a place that is convenient for them to sprout. Though I couldn't move that far, but I was within the homestead, and as always I've been doing. So no matter what, I've always been doing this, and I will keep doing it to the last end of the tunnel.
So at that same time, when I was planting with you over here, I picked up something different through my feet because I was being an idiot. I was walking around in bare feet in the mud,
Yes.
and I ended up with a thing called schistosoma, which is a type of bilharzia. So at the same time you were being treated, I was being treated for that. Yeah, it made me really sick, but it wasn't life-threatening. But again, I was in the same situation. I felt frustrated because I couldn't process the videos that we'd taken over here, and I felt that I couldn't tell the story that was happening over here. The word that keeps coming back, let's see if it resonates with you, because this is a word that's really important to me. It's the term frustration. It's when you have a goal, you have a mission, and then something gets in the way of that, and you feel, and it may even be frustration at people, organizations, maybe even humanity as a whole,
Yeah.
that you know very, very clearly in your head what it is that needs to happen. But there's something in the way of that. And I think that that word, how do you feel about that word frustration?
For the case of frustration, uh, I would bring it in line with what we do, the tree planting, environmental education, and so many, like very many people out there look at what we do as something that is soft, something that's very easy. And yet, when they get on ground, it's a little bit different. Like the two experience you have shared here. Yeah, nobody can really get into such a detailed information unless
you've got a fantasy of what it's going to be like.
Yeah.
Then you get out there and it's hot like this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So-
or you get ill, or you get sick, or
So what happens is that most organizations around feel like you are doing a good work, and they feel like they can easily use you. That could be, I'll term it in that format. They see the opportunity in you and be like, he's doing some good work, so we can use we can collaborate with him. But in the collaboration they are bringing, you find yourself, you have a different goal. That I may say, we grow the forest, or we do the environmental education, or we do climate awareness, and that's the goal you have at that moment, depending on the project outline or the program. And then for them, they have also, this is what they have shared with you, but for them they also have a different goal within. So they want to use you. They are seeing the opportunity of their organization growing
yeah.
from you.
How about at an individual level in those organizations? What I've found is you often have people who, yes, they're passionate and they intend the right things to happen. But what happens is that the goal then becomes about them. It becomes about their own ego. And this is something that I've found is that then becomes a barrier that I find frustrates me. Have you experienced that? Where it's become people's egos that, like, you're trying to achieve something for the mission.
Yeah, it's always around,
Yeah.
in the way that we have a goal that is clear for everyone. But when a chance happens, maybe there is an activity, you find now, I may say, you have got maybe a small donation, small funding that has come in, and it is specifically for that activity. You find much of the funds are being diverted to a different, that is on individual
Yeah.
level.
Yeah.
And then you find that the passion that you all have is being taken away, like it's being stolen, because you cannot, if the goal you had is to plant 100 trees, and the funds come in to plant the 100 trees, and then this happens that instead of planting the 100 trees, few individuals take off the money or take off the funding to different,
Yeah.
their personal
Yeah.
benefit,
Yeah.
and then it becomes hard to achieve the other goal of the 100 trees that you want to plant. And then even if you ask, like I'll give an example of the forest that we went to,
Yeah.
the first forest that we planted for
Yeah.
the African Climate Summit.
Yep.
So if someone comes back and asks how many trees we planted and how are they doing, there you can show the accountability. You saw how many trees we planted with you at the first visit, and now you can feel like, yes, what we planted is really doing well. So that is another thing that is within most of these individual organizations and people find that they have a different agenda and they don't look at taking the accountability. And that frustrates a lot, because there is no way we can meet the goal if you cannot make the accountability of what we are doing. And most of them end up using different successful projects
Yeah.
that are not theirs.
Yeah.
So for me now, it's like if
You mean taking credit for other people's
for
work?
other people's work.
Yeah.
So I feel like it's not supposed to be like that. So,
No.
and that frustrates a lot, and that keeps me saying, I think it's better I do the smallest thing, smallest action. I do the smallest action in the community, but as long as I can be able to account for it at the end, even if someone is far away from here and wakes up in the morning and be like, I would love to look at this project. I'm not coming as a person, but I'm sending a delegate. Or I have a friend who is coming to your area, but I would love that person to look at the trees we planted. I will be happy.
One thing you mentioned is the money thing.
Yeah.
As you know, like I don't do anything for money,
True.
right?
Yeah.
This is philanthropy, but it's philanthropy through action, through talking like this. One of the struggles that I've had is that people don't believe you. They actually think that everyone wants money.
Money, yeah.
Yeah, you're contacting businesses like shoe companies or whatever, just telling them, wow, your shoes are great, they're surviving Africa at the moment. But people automatically think, this guy's after a sponsorship. So it tends to come back to that belief that everything is about money. That's something I've found frustrating.
Yeah, for me, the way I'm driving away myself from that thinking is that if I come to you, I'll ask, what can you offer? I'm going to do tree planting. I don't want your money. Can you buy for me the trees?
Yeah.
Call me.
Yeah.
Tell me that the trees are ready.
Yeah.
Come and pick them from my office.
Yeah.
I'll come and pick them.
Yeah.
I don't want your money. Because if I start saying that I want the money, things will, as you said, everybody will think of different ways.
Yeah, that's right.
So if I want your support, I'll come and say, could you provide me with land where I can plant the trees?
Yeah.
I go to him and say, I've got land, I've got the trees, I want manpower. Can you join me and do the planting? I don't want to associate with money at the moment because I know what it has done. You find yourself dividing yourselves. You find you have a good thinking with the other person, with another organization, with another party, but because the money has come in, you end up dividing yourselves.
Things get weird.
Yeah.
As soon as there's money involved, things just get weird.
They get weird.
You know what we don't need to do with money? What we don't need money for? Is to pick up some rubbish around here. I reckon now's a good time for us to clean up some of this rock. What do you reckon? Is there anything else anyone wants to say before we clean up?
I would say
Yep.
everyone who is watching us,
Yep.
it is our responsibility as everyone. It doesn't matter the age,
Yep.
doesn't matter the status, but do a small action that you feel it's worth changing the lives of the people you are with. You can even just start with the restaurant
Yep.
or criteria, like kind of.
Yep.
By after eating,
Yep.
pick up all that rubbish
Yep.
within all the waste food.
Yep.
Put it in the right place.
Yep.
Even the other person who does the cleaning
Yep.
will really appreciate you and be like, he has changed.
And the thing is, as a person who does this and does the tree planting, we are the ones that benefit the most.
True.
Like the way it felt like affects our physical health and our mental health. I mean, there's nothing like it, is there? Like being on top of this mountain.
Yeah.
Let's clean it up.
And I call everyone to join.
Yeah.
If you have a chance, please come and join and do the cleanup.
Let's share out the plugging bags. I'm going to turn the microphone off. Okay.
The plug bag.
So there's gloves in that one. I use left hand. Yeah, because I'm left-handed. Right, I'm going to grab this camera. Hopefully without dying. Right. Oh, let's see if I can get this down through here. Ah, now he's dancing. The first thing I littered is one of my hairbands.
What's fun?
Right. Okay. I wonder whether these cameras are going to overheat. That one's actually more likely to overheat. It's still running. That, got my phone, got the microphone. This. Yep. I always tie them to myself.
Let me go first.
Not fit.
So you said there was a track going down here.
Yes, please.
Oh! Sunglasses. Right. One camera at a time. Heart lantana, just like in Australia. Yeah. Sunglasses in one hand, busted sunglasses from someone, and two cameras in the other hand. There we go. Yep. There we go. Using the other hand. I'm picking things up with my ungloved hand. There's the rest of the glasses. The glasses I got at the top.
I think that some people come with the glasses this end.
Yeah. So half the glasses made it down here. Okay, executive decision. We could take that and it'll fill up the bag, but it's not plastic. I reckon we just go for plastics. Because that's going to rot anyhow. Yeah, it's going to biodegrade. What do you reckon? Because it's going to fill our whole bag up.
Yeah.
Sometimes you have to leave stuff behind.
Let's look at this.
What's that one?
Could be like, yeah, kilo or other
Yep.
animals.
That one looks new. Let me do a loop around. There's another one. Looks like it's burrowing for insects or something. Yeah. This isn't actually too bad. There's not that much stuff.
Yeah.
There's a guy here this morning who's running laps, the guy that waved to me, and he was doing step-ups on this.
See this? Breaking down.
Yeah.
But I think it's because of the difference in the sun.
I'm going to put this other camera in the bag.
It's better. I'm not afraid of
Let's give us some height, huh? A little bit of height. Yeah. So, straight away. Now there's a group in Brisbane who collects these and turns them into like tiles and furniture and stuff.
Yeah.
Young Brisbane group. BOE Designs. There. I'm going to tag them in this part of this video, I reckon. Okay. What is that? Sure. Gonna have plastic in it. Plastic bag. That's gonna have plastic in it. Okay, this way. There we go. Let's see if I can get it. Chewing gum. Can you hold the bag open? Let's see if I've got any skill at all.
basket.
Yep. Not even close. We got a second one. If it hadn't hit the tree, it would have gone in for sure. That's me hitting myself. Okay. Ah, a lolly stick. Exactly the same as I find in Australia all the time. Besides the lolly.
Everything we do, our lifestyle. Maybe I will say fun.
I know we said we'd only get plastics, but
That's paper.
leave it here. We're gonna make that decision.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's stick to plastics. Let's make that our decision.
Paper can decompose.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't look good, but it's not like plastic, is it? What have we got here? Bit of mango. It actually hasn't been that bad, has it? I expected we'd find a lot more. Huh. Your enemy. I just hit the camera.
Here we have that shot.
This is all breaking down.
Yeah.
All these little bits. Just the right size to get inside in the van.
This ends up into the animals.
Yep,
And from animals comes back to the human being.
yep. Like those, like next time it floods, right?
Yep.
This stuff is going to wash into the waterways, and you know the fish that we had last night?
Yeah.
Gonna end up in us.
We find now fish has more of bioplastic.
Yep.
Microplastic is made from fish.
I'll let you get it. You know what not to step on. Ground's starting to get dry.
Imagine a team like this in Australia.
Yeah.
Lord,
Wire covered in plastic. Now this is going to be beyond us. This is beyond our little bag. So I reckon
Nico.
we count this as the end of our plug. Everything up there we got, our bag's full, and then here down is where the bulk of people are, and we're not going to be able to, our little bag's not going to cope with that. And it's a good time for me to turn off the camera then.